Hello and welcome to Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. This is the second video session of functions in C programming, Unit 4. In today's session, we are going to discuss about two programs using functions. The first program is to calculate the square of a number using function. A number is given and we are going to calculate the value of square value of that particular number, and so here functions are used. As you know, the every program begins with the header file studio.h, conio.h, studio.h, which supports the functions like printf and scanf, conio.h, which supports the functions like clear screen and getch. This program begins with the header file studio.h and conio.h. And you know that the function, when you start writing the program using function, first you have to give the function declaration statement. The function declaration statement here is float square, float of x, where square is the name of the function. It is going to return the data type whose data type is float. So here it is written as float, and the arguments, the formal parameters used here are float x. X is a variable or a parameter which is declared in the function declaration section, and the function declaration terminates with the semicolon. The main program begins here with int main, and we are declaring two variables like m and n. M and n are the two variables whose data type is float. So the first statement on the output screen will be enter the number for finding square. So the number which the user enters will be stored in a variable m whose data type is float. Hence the format specifier used is %f and the variable m. So in this part or in this slide, a main program is declared in which the two variables m and n of the type float are declared, and m value is entered by the user. Next, we have a function call statement. The function call statement is n is equal to square of m. The number in which for which you are going to find the square is stored in m. After squaring that particular number, the value will be stored in another variable n. Square is a function, so as soon as the cursor comes to this particular line, it jumps to the function square. In the next part, we have the function definition. So the cursor jumps to this particular line, float square float of x. X store the value of m, and this value of m is used in this function definition. Here another variable p is declared, which is used to hold the value of the square of a number. So the m value will be stored in x, and in this statement p is equal to x into x. The square of this number takes place is executed, and the value is stored in a variable p, and the next line is return p, where it is going to return the value of p wherever there is a function call. So the value of p will be stored. The cursor jumps back to this line where the value of p is stored in a variable n, and next the value which is stored in n are printed in the next printf statement. Square of the given number m is n. Whatever the value I have stored in m, its square will be saved in n, and that is printed on the output screen. We'll see the step-by-step execution on the software. So we have a program here. So we'll compile this program, Alt F9, there are no errors. The same program already have typed. So I'll go for the step-by-step execution by pressing the key F7. So the cursor comes to the main. First here you can see the float, square float of x, it is a function declaration statement. First, the function is declared by the name square and it is going to return the data type as float. So here two variables in the main program m and n are declared whose data type is again float. Enter some number for finding the square. So this is the statement which is printed on the output screen. Now we have to enter the number through the scanf function. I'll enter the number as 5. So now the cursor jumps to the function definition statement where the value of m is stored in a variable x, the formal arguments. So in the function definition, the squaring of the number takes place and the result is stored in a variable p, and that value is again returned back to the function call statement, and it is going to print the output. As you can see on the output screen, square of the given number 5 is 25. So this is how the program is executed. So next we'll move on to the next slide. This is the output. The square of the given number 9 is 81. The next program using functions is C program to find the factorial of a number using function. As the program begins with the header file stereo.h and ponyo.h. After the header declaration, we have declared a function declaration. The function name here is multiply numbers, and the data type which it is going to return, this program is going to return is log int, which can store the integer values or integer value. So it is declared as the type log int, and the argument declared here is also of the type int, and the name of that variable is n, and the function declaration terminates with the semicolon. The main program begins with int main. Another variable n is declared n. Printf, enter a positive integer. So you give the number to which you want to find the factorial. So that can be entered through a scanf function. The user can enter the number through a scanf function. The number will be stored in a variable n. Since n is a variable whose data type is int, the format specifier declared here is %d. So next, factorial of a number. Here you can see in this particular line itself, the function call statement is declared. Factorial of a percentage d is equal to percentage d. So the first percentage d refers to n and the second percentage d refers to the function name. The function name is multiply numbers, and the variable returned or the variable sent to the function call is n. Whatever the value you have entered in n, that is given to a function definition. So the function definition here is, and the statements written within the function definition is if n is greater than 1. If this condition is satisfied, it is going to return after finding the factorial of a number. So how will you find the factorial of a number? N into multiply numbers into n minus 1. Multiply numbers is nothing but the function name. So this particular function will be executed with one value less, and it is multiplied with the previous value. Once if this condition is satisfied, you will get the factorial result that will be returned to a function call statement, which is printed on the which is printed using a printf statement. So you can see the output here. Enter a positive integer. I have given the value as 9. So the factorial of 9 is 362880. So this program I'll show you by executing on the software. So this is the same program typed here on the screen. I'll check for the errors. There are no errors. So let's start step-by-step execution. So the cursor comes to the main program. Enter a positive integer. The user is going to enter the integer now. So I'm giving the integer value as 5. So here this statement is executed. What is the statement here? Printf factorial of percentage %d. So first it is going to printf factorial of the value n. I have given the value as 5. So factorial of 5 is that 5 is given to multiply numbers. Multiply numbers is the name of the function. Hence the cursor moves to the function definition. The function definition is long int multiply numbers int of n, where the value of 5 is stored in a variable n. Now the condition is checked. If n is greater than or equal to 1, the condition is satisfied, 5 is greater than or equal to 1. So the statement within the if statement will be executed. That is the next step. Return 5 into 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. So here what happens? 5 into 4 is multiplied. So 4 is still greater than 1. This line will be executed again, as you can see here. So once again the function is called, that is multiply numbers. So now the n value will be 4. So now 4 is again greater than or equal to 1. The condition is satisfied. So once again the next statement will be executed. So now 20 into 4 minus 1, that is 3. 20 into 3 is multiplied, that is 60. The 60 value will be stored in n. So once again here the multiply numbers, that is the function value variable is 3. So it is again greater than 1. So once again this particular function call statement will be executed. So again 3 is greater than or equal to 1. So once again it is going to execute this. Now 60 into 2 is multiplied. So once again the value is the same. It is greater than or equal to 1. So now the value becomes 0. So this if statement is not executed and it is going to return the value which is stored in n. 120. The factorial of 5 is 120. So this is how the factorial of a number program is executed using the functions. Thank you.